you've been dreaming of those insanely soft, melt-in-your-mouth bakery donuts stuffed with rich pistachio cream, you are in the right place. Today I'm gonna be showing you how to get that impossibly light, cloud-like texture right in your kitchen. I'll be sharing every little secret from getting the dough super airy to making a velvety homemade pistachio filling that will make everyone crave a bite. Grab your apron, get your ingredients ready, and let's bake something incredible together. First, let's wake up our yeast. We need 50 milliliters of warm milk. It should feel cozy to the touch, like a warm bath, but definitely not hot. Too hot and you ruin the yeast, or too cold and it won't rise. Toss in half of our sugar, about 15 grams, to give the yeast a little boost so it activates faster. Add 5 grams of active dry yeast, give it a gentle stir, and let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes. You're looking for a beautiful thick foam on top. If it's not bubbly after 10 minutes, start over with fresh yeast or check your milk temperature. Make sure you don't skip this step, it's what guarantees those big fluffy pockets in your final dough. Now that our yeast mixture is foamy and fully activated, crack 2 medium eggs right into it and give it a quick whisk to combine. Next, let's get our dry ingredients ready. In a super big bowl, start with 350 grams of bread flour. Bread flour gives us that perfect slightly stretchy chew that makes bakery donuts so satisfying. Now here's my absolute favorite secret weapon for this video. 1 tablespoon of milk powder and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Add the rest of our sugar and half teaspoon of salt. Whisk those dry ingredients well so everything is evenly distributed. Now pour the egg and foamy yeast mixture right into your bowl of dry ingredients and let's bring it all together. If you are using a stand mixer, knead on low speed for 4 to 5 minutes. It's going to look a bit sticky, but that's exactly what you want. A moist dough keeps the inside super pillowy. If you're mixing by hand, don't be tempted to dump in extra flour. Sticky is good here. Now for the butter, we have 40 grams of soft unsalted butter at room temperature. Don't dump it all at once. Add it little by little while continuing to knead. Adding the butter gradually helps it absorb seamlessly into the dough structure, giving you that rich, ultra-smooth elasticity. Keep kneading for another 15 minutes until the dough becomes completely silky and stretchy. Do a quick window pane test. Stretch a tiny piece out with your fingers. If you can see light passing through without it snapping, your gluten is perfectly developed. Pop the dough in a warm bowl, cover it up, and let it rise for an hour until it looks big and puffy. Gently press out the excess air, roll it out to a ½ inch thick, and punch out your round donut shapes. Lay them on a baking sheet to rise a second time for an hour until they feel light as air. Then fry in 150 Celsius to 160 Celsius oil for about 2 minutes per side until perfectly golden brown. Just a quick safety tip, the donuts and oil are super hot, so use tongs or a spoon to toss them. If you ever accidentally burn your hand in the kitchen, please don't put ice or butter on it. Just immediately run cool tap water over the burn for at least 20 minutes to stop the heat from damaging the deeper layers of skin. Scoop them onto a wire rack to drain off any excess oil so the crust stays light and crisp. Now while the donuts are still hot, gently toss them in a bowl of a granulated sugar, and once they're lightly coated in sugar, set them aside to cool down completely before we move on to our filling. Here I had leftover dough, so I shaped it into a mini classic donut so nothing goes to waste. Now for the star of the show, our mouth-watering homemade pistachio cream filling. In a bowl, add 2 egg yolks, 70 grams of granulated sugar, 30 grams of cornstarch, and vanilla sugar, or you can use vanilla extract. Whisk everything together until smooth. Slowly pour 200 ml of heated milk into your egg mixture, whisking constantly as you pour. Here is why we do this slowly. This process is called tempering. If you pour hot milk in all at once, you'll scramble the eggs because slowly introducing warm milk gently raises the egg temperature without cooking them. Pour the tempered mixture back into the pot over low to medium heat and keep whisking continuously without stopping. Please don't stop. You definitely cannot stop whisking here because cornstarch and egg yolks settle to the bottom quickly. If you leave them still, they'll scorch on the bottom or turn lumpy. Once it thickens into a glossy, rich custard, take it off the heat immediately and drop 20 grams of butter. Whisk until the butter completely melts into the hot custard. This gives it an irresistibly silky finish and incredible shine. Transfer it into a heat-safe bowl and cover it with a plastic wrap. pressing the film directly onto the surface of the custard so a rubbery skin doesn't form. But put it in the fridge to chill for at least 2 hours. Once chilled, take 70 ml of whipped cream and fold it into the custard slowly and gently so you keep all that light airiness intact. Once you're done mixing everything smoothly, now you're gonna add the homemade pistachio butter. I made mine in another video, so I'll leave the link right down in the description, or you can use store-bought pistachio butter. And now whisk everything together until you get that vibrant, silky smooth, delicious pistachio cream. Now finally, with the fun part, get your donuts and poke a small hole in the side of your sugar-coated donuts and pipe a generous amount of cream until the donut expands and feels heavy in your hand. Finish with a sprinkle of crushed pistachios for that stunning bakery look. Give this recipe a try, leave a comment if you're as obsessed with pistachios as I am, and make sure to like and subscribe for more sweet treats. Thank you for hanging out with me.